300 over, what's that sample standard deviation? 1.56 divided by the square root of our sample size? 6. Okay? Got to be a little more careful with order of operation in your calculator. Put everything on the top of the fraction in parentheses and on the bottom of the fraction in parentheses, and you'll get the right number. Negative 1.59. So order of operation will kill you. Okay. Now we need a p-value. I'll help you with your calculator in a little bit. Okay. So there's two ways to get the p-value. Shh. What? Be nice. Be nice. God, you guys. All right, there's two ways to get the p-value. I'll show you the hard way, and then we'll do the easy way in our calculator. Okay, because the p-values are actually listed on that table, table C in the back of your book, or table B on the exam, the t-distribution table. And to find these, I go to the degrees of freedom line. And how many degrees of freedom do we have? 5. So I go to the 5 line and I look for that t on the 5 line, which was negative 1.570. The t distribution table only gives me positive t's, so we need to actually look up positive 1.5, whatever it was, 9. And do you see that? Oh, so I got 1.476 and 2.015. So my t, is between 1.476 and 2. What was it? Do you remember? 0.15, thank you. Okay. Yep. So my p-value is going to be between, now look up above, 0.10 and 0.05. So my p-value is between 0.10, 0.05. I better turn my inequalities the other way. Right here on the table. Yeah, I'll show you how to get on your calculator much easier. Okay. So there, I got the 1.476 from here where the little hand is. You can see that. Yeah, and the 2.015 from right here, from the 5 degrees of freedom line. Okay, like I say, this is the hard way of doing it, but this is a way of doing it. So would I have significance at the 5% level? Is my p-value less than 5%? No. My p-value is between 0.10 and 0.05 from that table. That one. No, that's my t. My t is 1.47. I got my p by going to the top of that column and reading 0.10 and 0.5. 0.05, sorry. Yeah, just red up top. All right, so I know I don't have significance at 5% or at 1%. So I can make decisions from this, but let's get our p-value the easy way. So our p-value is going to be the probability that my t is less than or equal to negative 1.59, which is going to be, it's going to be like a normal CDF, but we're going to use a T-CDF. So it's on the same page as a normal CDF. It's on the distribution page. So that's a T-CDF. I tell it I'm going from negative infinity to negative 1.59. Oh, I'm generally looking at the tails. So, if I have a negative number, I'm looking from negative infinity to that number. Because I did a less than test, I'm looking to the left of the value I got for my t. So my less than test tells me that I'm looking at the shaded region to the left. Oh, because now you got to tell it degrees of freedom. What's our degrees of freedom? And what do we get exactly, or more exactly, for my p-value? Okay, 0.0864. That's between 0.10 and 0.05. Did you say comma 5? Somebody help Margaret with her calculator. CDF. Where do we get which thing? Where do we get 5? Oh, okay. Good. Degrees of freedom is sample size minus 1. Degrees of freedom is 5. And that's what goes right here. Okay. Okay. All right. Finally, we're going to get to step 4. We're going to make a conclusion. And this is how you have to write your conclusions. Okay. Since P is not greater than, we didn't set our alpha at the beginning of this test, shouldn't we? Let's go back, and at the very beginning, we needed to indicate, and this is what usually happens, what alpha should I use? Oh, well, we'll use 0.05. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, I mean, generally that's going to be fine, but you're going to find somebody that wants it at a different number just to mess you up. So since P is greater than 0.05, we do not have evidence against our null hypothesis. So first we got to compare P to some alpha. If it's less than 0.05, we have evidence. If it's greater than 0.05, we do not have evidence. We will not accept our null hypothesis ever, but we will fail to reject our null hypothesis, keeping the words, keep this very clear. We do not have evidence that, now I bring context back in, they are underfilling the bottles. Yes. So we've done a one-tailed test, so we're not even we're outside 90% because we put all of that 5% in the lower tail. So we're really talking 90% if we wanted to compare this to a confidence interval. Ask. I'm trying to get the question. So if this yellow area is less than 5%. And it's not. It was pretty big. Yes, sir.